Hello, everybody. This is Alison Gross, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon of Doom. We just ran away from a giant bat, and oh, hey, there's a swinehund. Hello, Mr. Swinehund. And I was teaching you all about euphemisms. Um, and I was talking about one of the best places to learn about euphemisms is feminist theory. And like I said, I took... Oh, my god, why are there so many of you? Digging wand. What the fuck is that? So we're gonna use this strategy. We're just gonna keep using the polymorph wand. Ah, an air devil. The fuck? That looks like an inappropriate representation of an Alaskan native. We're out of... Yeah. Oops. Oh, hey! I have a new, or at least a new public subscriber. Named Little Gubba. Welcome to the dungeon, Little Gubba. I will try not to kill you too quickly. Oh, you are very welcome to the dungeon. You get plate armor +1 and a dagger. Well, we can't have everything we want. However, there is a longsword which will help compensate you for this dagger. Don't want that dirt. The thing is that, like, you know, I do think that there are issues with the way that women are portrayed in society and that they're frequently overly sexualized and that, like, only one body type is acceptable, and if you don't have that body type, which is almost all women, then life just kind of sucks for you, and, like, all of these other things that, like, you know, for instance, women are considered prudes if they don't go around rampantly, like, sleeping with everything they see, which, you know, I mean... I know people who, you know, are pretty promiscuous and have open relationships and stuff, and, you know, I don't hate them for doing that. However, I also don't think anybody should be hated for not wanting to do that. Oh, God. Well, I better re-equip my other longsword then and try to get a remove curse scroll. You know, just like I think that, you know, in general, like, your religious beliefs, like, regardless, should be fine as long as they don't, like, you know, infringe on other people's beliefs. Like, likewise, you know, whatever you want to do sexually should be fine as long as it's not, like, you're not, like, forcing your beliefs on other people, but I feel like our society does that a lot. Please be a remove curse scroll. It's an identify scroll. Well, I'm gonna read that enchant armor scroll, because I have played armor, so it doesn't get any better than that. Except that it fails! But this, are you a remove curse scroll? No, it is a teleport scroll. Which is not horrible, but it's really not, like, the best thing in the world either. Oh, it's a spider. Yes. Little Gubba, we have a tradition in the Dungeon of Doom where new people eat spiders. Oh, hi. Um, but I thought, oh, this feminist stuff is going to be cool and everything. Because I thought it was about, like, say, making women more liberated. But no, like, it's all about, or at least a lot of the feminist theorists we read were about, like, oh, women are being brainwashed by the patriarchy and stuff. Like, this shit that, like, one of them is like, every time a woman has sex with a man, it's rape. And I'm like, can't I determine that for myself? Like, how can you tell me, like, what I do and do not want to have sex with? How is that any better than, like, old school saying that women have to be, like, housewives and mothers all the time? Oh, that was a remove curse scroll. Haha! Excellent! Now I will drop the log swords. I think the exit was over here. I'm going over here and drinking a shit ton of potions. Actually, I'm not, because I don't have a shit ton of potions. Oh, it's an invisibility potion, but I still need to level up. And then it's also like they're not sympathetic to, like, men being treated badly either. Like, I've known any number of men who have had body image issues and have felt uncomfortable because, like, the media has now, like, started portraying men in an overly sexualized way as well. And I brought that up in one of my feminist theory classes, and they're like, that doesn't matter because men control the means of production. And I'm like, okay, my friends are expressing being uncomfortable about this don't control the means of production. They weren't able to make these decisions. So, but, the feminists, at least the ones in that class, didn't care about that. Or, like, they were unsympathetic when I said that, like, because of, they were talking about women feeling pressure to stay home. And I was like, in all honesty, I feel the opposite. I would prefer to stay home, but is that a death blade? Yes! The dungeon really likes you, little Gubba. You're getting all kinds of awesome stuff in your first run. I mean, sure, you got that. No, the death blade. That cursed sword, but we got rid of that pretty quickly. Drop that. Come back. Stupid Seth Rod. I'll catch you later. Why is everybody running away from me, dude? Yeah, wand time. What does a silver wand do? That was bad! I'll be getting rid of that. Dude. Oh, Mr. Allygog. Hello, other Mr. Allygog. But, like, one of the very popular things that they do in feminist theory is, for example, to deconstruct ads, to expose the sexist messages in these ads. Now, I do think there is some merit in this. There are such things as sexist ads out there, and people should be made aware of that. However, it's a little bit. I get frustrated when people, whether it's like a race or a religious group or a sexual orientation or something, like that they're like, you're not being sensitive to how like you portray us or something, when there's no way to do it right. So the thing with that is, for example, one of the ads that they showed us to like deconstruct in one of our feminist theory classes was an image of a woman lying on an ironing board and a guy was ironing her. And they're like, this is an image of misogyny and torture. Look at, like, he's using a hot iron on her, and look, he's pressing it right on her crotch. And that was a digging wand. Oh, striking wand, but I suppose I could use a striking wand. I need to get rid of you. I just got a package. I should go look at that. No, I don't want to read a scroll. And I was like, dude, okay, you know what? You say that now, but if they had done the opposite and they had the woman lying on the ironing, or no, the woman was like, if they had the man lying on the ironing board and the woman ironing, they would have been like, look at what this is portraying. It's saying that the woman has to do all the housework and the heavy labor while the man just lies around. Like, I swear, if it had been reversed, that is what they would have said. So I'm like, wait, there's no way that you could have done this, like, quote, correctly. But that's what I mean, like, it's full of, like, feminist theory is all about you seeing euphemisms where none were even intended. You drop the digging wand and the invisibility wand. Do I have any? So I've bitched about this a lot over the years. At one time, we were at this like Asian restaurant, and my mom was like, "Oh," because I was like, "You can make anything like a sign of patriarchal oppression. You can literally do that with anything." And my mom was like, "Okay, well, like, do that with these images on the menu here." And so the menu, basically, the only image on the menu was there was a bowl with chopsticks in it. And I'm like, yeah, this is like, chopsticks are like a phallic symbol and a bowl is a yonic symbol. And because the chopsticks are in the bowl, it means that men like possess and control women. And especially because it's like eating utensils, it means that the woman's place is in the home, and that her job is, oh my god, ring bonanza. There are two different rings. Now, as long as this identify scroll does not fail, Is it now? Jade ring, that's what I want. Alright, well, those are both worthless. But at least we weren't wearing them. So, like, yeah. You can literally, like, make a euphemism out of anything. Hey, dude, where's my slowness ring? You're getting kind of hungry, little Gubba. Why don't we eat a spider? Yuck. But you are no longer hungry. So yeah, oh, I see, it was a hunger ring, not a slowness ring. However, I'm also going to drop the digging wand and the hunger ring. I'm a little bit under leveled, so I need to be careful here. Come back here. Like, and the final way to get really, really good at euphemisms is not to do that. Hi, Zambit. Did I mention that I might be slightly under level here? Oh, thank God. He just left. That's awesome. I really need to test some more potions. Yeah, the final way that you get really, really freaking good at euphemisms is that you run away from the scorpion! Oh my God. I'm not actually running away because he's faster than me, so it would be futile. Oh, I leveled. Oh my God. No, I missed that jokes roll. Is to study paganism. Yes, because paganism is all about the polarity between male and female. So, like, everything in paganism has a gender. And, like, everything is based around... Oh, I should read that enchant armor scroll. Projective and receptive energy. And I'm kind of, like, actually, like, my fact checker asked me one time, like, how does your religion really, like view gender, and how does it like, deal with issues like, bisexuality or whatever. And I'm collapsing under my load. And I was like, well, for the most part, like, oh, good, a speed potion. It's pretty tolerant in that this is not true for every single sect of paganism. There are certain sects, like for example, the original Gardnerian tradition, that is very, very gender rigid. But even though gender is such a huge part of it, most sects teach that that any human being is able to tap into male or female energy, and boy, I'm glad I figured that out. But the thing that kind of gets me about it is that even so, it still identifies everything as like male energy or female energy. Like, your right side, like in terms of projective and receptive energy. And for me, that's a little bit, because I'm like, well, why is the aggressive and projective thing like automatically considered to be male? Like, why are we classifying these things as male versus female? I mean, by and large, like, I find the religion accepting to me because worthless potion, what the fuck? No. Because at least it says, even as a woman, I can draw on as much male energy as I want to. So for me to be aggressive and projective is not considered a bad thing. But it still kind of bothers me that that's particularly coded as male energy, and that, the nurturing and receptive energy is coded as female energy. And why is this? Well, it's purely biological. Like, it's based around the roles that... Ooh. No, that's a monster ring. That, that men and women assume in typical, like... Okay, why is that Zambit so fast? I have an issue with that. Oh, it was a teleport wand. Good. Well, there's the Zambit again. Oh, I'm down to just a striking one. That bothers me. In typical, like, heterosexual penetrative sex, that's where we're getting perceptive and receptive from. That's not... What the fuck? I dropped the monster ring. I did not wear it. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of you. No. Like, that's not a one-size-fits-all model. Okay, well, we seem to be doing quite well, so we are going to cut the video off here. Until next time, bye!